This restaurant is so international. La pizza, their hamburger.
When away from home, your favorite fast food menu can be completely different, but that doesn't mean it can't be just as delicious. So here are 10 fast food items that America wished they had.
I wish I had that.
McDonald's Big Brekkie Burger, Australia.
G'day, mate.
Do you ever wish you could just order a big, juicy burger for breakfast without feeling guilty or getting the stink eye from everyone? Well, if you go to Australia, you might just get lucky because their McDonald's breakfast menu offers the Big Brekkie Burger, i.e. the ultimate breakfast burger. Now, as one would expect from a burger with the word big in its name, it's big. Like ridiculously big. Enough to leave you full for the rest of the day big. You get the picture. The Big Brekkie Burger consists of a toasted sesame seed bun with a beef patty, cheese, a freshly cracked egg, bacon, and all the usual jazz. But the real showstopper is the warm and crispy hash brown that's wedged right in the middle.
That's genius.
And covered in a generous dollop of barbecue sauce. Technically, it would be easy enough to recreate here in America. Just stuff your hash brown in your burger and add some barbecue sauce and you're good to go. Sure, that's an option, but what about the egg? And how about the bacon? It's gotta be the real Big Brekkie Burger or no dice. Burger King Fierce Whopper, South Africa.
One Whopper for the copper.
Have you ever wondered what your favorite fast food items would taste like if they had just a little more pep in their step? You know, a little more fire? If you're curious, you may want to go to South Africa for your next trip because Burger King might have precisely the right burger for you. The Fierce Whopper is basically like the classic Whopper, just fiercer. It's got all your favorite Whopper toppings, but with the addition of zesty jalapeno slices, angry onions, and a generous amount of fiery chili mayo. The definition of a spicy mouthful.
Damn, that's hot!
The advertisements for this flamin' hot burger was done with the help of a fictional villainous trio created by Burger King and labeled the Fierce Crew. BK wanted to create a team that was out of this world, and so the Fierce Crew was composed of an evil genius, Doc, and Louise, a highly trained combat specialist in charge of sales, as well as Vlad, a vampire. It's said that the Fierce Whopper was a master plan to take the burger industry by storm. While we may not be lucky enough to enjoy the Fierce Whopper back in America, it earned its place on the regular Burger King menu in South Africa, even though it was supposed to be a limited edition promotion. So bring on the heat. Pizza Hut Surf and Turf Dessert Crust, Korea/Australia.
I haven't felt this alive since they invented stuffed crust pizza!
Brace yourselves, this next item is a little eccentric, to put it lightly. In 2014, Pizza Hut Korea came up with their very own surf and turf pizza, the Star Edge Pizza, and it was topped with calamari, shrimp, broccoli, peppers, bacon, sausage, and steak. So far, so good. Perhaps yummy, even. But here's the little funky twist. The crust was all about the dessert. It was stuffed with apple or cranberry cream cheese and was in the shape of little turnovers. While this doesn't sound like such a winning combination of ingredients, the Hut deserves points for creativity. And to be completely honest, it would probably be a rather interesting, flavor-abundant experience, that's for sure. But since it was discontinued, you no longer have to hurry to buy a plane ticket to go get one. Maybe you just need a time-traveling DeLorean.
You've got to come back with me!
Back to the future.
In Australia, they came out with a traditional and relatively more regular surf and turf pizza. It's got all the good toppings from the Star Edge, like the shrimp and the steak, without all the unnecessary stuff. 7-Eleven Brunch, Thailand.
We can go to 7-Eleven and get pizza sticks.
To say that 7-Elevens in Thailand are nothing like the ones we have in the United States would be quite an understatement. They have stuff you couldn't even dream of getting at your regular convenience store, and that includes the wide variety of brunch items that are available at 7-Eleven stores all across the country. Not only do they make real, fresh coffee,
Hot
fresh perked coffee, okay?
But they also sell classic Thai milk tea, which is perfect to start your day off on the right foot. For your meal, you can choose from aisle after aisle of produce, prepackaged sandwiches, dumplings, meat skewers, and even instant ramen. There's something for everyone, no matter what you're craving. And that's not even the best part. Yes, you get an array of items to choose from, but you can also prepare your food and eat it right there at the 7-Eleven, in person. There are microwaves, sandwich warmers, and even hot water tanks to accommodate all of your needs, not to mention chairs and tables so that you can sit and enjoy. Plus, everything is affordable and top quality, so you'll feel like you're having brunch at a fancy restaurant and you'll barely even spend a dime. Burger King Chili Cheese Nuggets, Germany.
Here's your nuggets.
Chicken nuggets?
Yes.
Is there anything that Americans like more than cheese? Why, yes, there is, and that's more cheese. And the chili cheese nuggets from Burger King Germany are the absolute perfect side to go with your already cheesy cheeseburger. Available in orders of 4, 6, or 9, the chili cheese nuggets are deep-fried, gooey cheese flecked with chili peppers and a crispy exterior that would be perfect as a substitute to your usual chicken nuggets. Now, the best part is, they're not only available in Germany, but also across most of Europe as well. So no matter where you are on the continent, you'll have the opportunity to try these little fried balls of delight.
Let me try it.
Pair your cheesy, spicy nuggets with your choice from an extensive list of dipping sauces, including the classic ketchup, mayonnaise, barbecue sauce, and also a curry/mango sauce, tomato salsa, and even sweet chili sauce. These zesty nuggets will definitely spice up your day in no time. There are tons of recipes online trying to mimic Burger King's revolutionary nuggets because, well, we want to try them out too. So we ask again, nicely, please, BK, bring them here or else we'll just have to go get them. Danke! Pizza McPuff at McDonald's, India.
What? McDonald's restaurant. I never heard of it either.
As many may or may not already know, in India, beef isn't exactly the most popular food. In fact, it's taboo to eat beef in most Indian states. Sure, some people eat it, but there are very few. However, this hasn't stopped fast food franchises like McDonald's and Pizza Hut from making their way into the country and even into people's hearts. But it goes without saying that they're not over there selling burgers and meaty pizza like in North America. Instead, they offer many chicken, seafood, and vegetarian options, which is not something they do over here, even though vegetarianism is on the rise.
Oh, I'm a vegetarian, except for fish and the occasional steak. I love steak.
The Pizza McPuffs, available at McDonald's, are a perfect and tasty example of the many Indian-friendly options on the menu. It's a rectangular pastry, pizza in a pouch kind of thing, filled with tomato sauce, vegetables like carrots, peas, and beans, and a whole lot of mozzarella cheese. And let's be honest, it really truly isn't pizza without the mozzarella, now is it? The Pizza McPuff is basically a McDonald's pizza pocket. On top of the vegetarian pizza pocket, the Indian McDonald's has various chicken burgers available as well as a variety of other vegetarian dishes like their McVeggie Burger. It may be a little spicy, so keep that in mind. If this sounds like anything you have been looking for, then don't wait a second longer and head down to your not-so-local Indian Mickey D's and enjoy some Pizza McPuffs. McDonald's McCroquette, the Netherlands.
No, that's the Netherlands.
Holland is the Netherlands.
Then who are the Dutch?
The world-famous McCroquette from McDonald's is probably the Dutch's most significant contribution to the world of fast food. Fun fact, the Netherlands was actually the first country outside of the Americas where McDonald's tried to set up franchises back in the 1970s. And while it failed at first, the second time around was much more successful with the reintroduction of the beloved McCroquette. But what exactly is a McCroquette, you ask? Why, it's essentially a croquette sandwich between the typical McDonald's hamburger bun. A croquette is a deep-fried breaded snack made of cheese and beef in a heavy, creamy stew topped with a rich, mustardy sauce. Okay, so crispy on the outside and creamy on the inside, the perfect combination for your taste buds. The only downside, it is very, very salty, so don't pass on the soda if you're lucky enough to try one.
Oh my God!
It's so salty.
Croquettes are a very popular item in the Netherlands, and they're available practically everywhere. But the McCroquette is a pretty good way of familiarizing yourself with the deep-fried goodness. If you want to get an authentic taste of the Netherlands in a fast food setting, then the McCroquette is the burger for you. Starbucks Modern Mixology, China.
Great cup of coffee? Starbucks. Shh.
One of the best parts about trying fast food in different countries is discovering all the different products that don't exist and may never exist anywhere else in the world. Starbucks, specifically, is known for having different flavors of frappuccinos depending on the country you're in. There are even entire drink collections only available in one particular market. China, for instance, has a collection of drinks called Modern Mixology, inspired by some of our favorite cocktails, like mojitos and whiskey sours. Many new flavors, like the Sichuan Iceberg American, a gin and tonic-inspired drink made with espresso and just a touch of gin, was created for the collection.
Thanks for the cocktail, Gordon.
They do sound even more delicious than our classic flavors at home, but that could just be the alcohol talking. If you're looking for a cool, refreshing drink in the heat that may be a bit on the wild side, don't miss out on visiting a Chinese Starbucks if given the chance. Poutine at McDonald's, Canada.
No, I don't want poutine right now.
If you're in the Great White North, then you simply must try the ultimate classic Canadian fast food staple, poutine. Specifically, the one from McDonald's. Just imagine your fast food fries smothered in a thick gravy and topped with cheese curds. Not sliced, not shredded, but cheese curds. So if someone tries to sell you poutine with shredded cheese, run in the opposite direction because they're lying straight through their teeth. Even though this delicious dish originated in Quebec, it's available in every Canadian province.
Which everywhere.
So no matter where you are, you can enjoy the comforting taste of French fries, cheese, and gravy. Pro tip, just be sure to eat at a quicker pace so the fries don't get too soggy. You can either eat it as an upgraded side dish or go crazy and order it as a main dish. Obviously, since it's a total Canadian icon like Celine Dion and Justin Bieber, it's not only available at McDonald's restaurants. But if you want a safe bet and you don't know where to look, it's the perfect introduction to the goodness that is poutine.
Say poutine.
Poutine!
McDonald's beer, Europe.
Get me a beer! Get me a beer! Get me a beer!
Everyone and their grandma knows that in Europe, they're a little more lenient when it comes to laws surrounding boozy drinks. Just think about it. Have you ever imagined enjoying a nice Big Mac, but with a glass of cold beer instead of your soda? If you were at home, sure, but to be able to order a beer at an actual Mickey D's location? Simply outrageous. Well, in European McDonald's, it's a very common and normal occurrence.
It's perfectly normal.
So in other countries like France, Germany, Portugal, and even some countries outside of Europe too, like South Korea, beer is no biggie. Besides, beer and burgers are like milk and cookies. They're better together. But fear not, worried parents. Just like at any establishment where they sell alcohol, workers are required to check everybody's ID. But it begs one question. If they can sell beer in Europe with no problem, why can't we do the same in America? If pubs can sell beer, why not McDonald's? Perhaps it's because the chances of someone asking to supersize it would be too high. So, beer lovers, now's the time to fulfill your college dream and go backpacking through Europe in search of the best Mickey D's brew. Oh, and FYI, here's a friendly reminder to drink responsibly, whether you're at a bar or a McDonald's. Looking for more? Just tap or click another video. First time here? Then leave us a comment, hit that subscribe button, and ring that notification bell.